Hey guys, I am here today with my buddy Austin Starr from Virtue. We are here to take a look at one of his latest listings. We are here in Mesa Ridge, which is a great community here located in Summerlin. We're about 5 minutes off of the 215, just off of Tropicana and Flamingo, kind of right in between that area, right near Gorman. So if you've got kids that are going to Gorman High School, really great area for that as well. We are in the community of Viewpoint today, right?
Yes.
There's just a little over 300 homes in this entire community, guard gated, which is really important to point out and mention. Also, from what I've seen, they have an incredible facility here, right? Clubhouse, gym.
Really, they have the pool, they have the gym in there, they have like a wellness center in there as well, but it does play out right in the middle with a huge playground as well if you have kids.
Awesome. So guys, if you're looking in Summerlin, you need to come check out this house. It's 5219 Iron River Court. And we're going to go inside right now and take a look. Let's head inside. First thing I want to point out, just a couple things. We'll touch on the details real quick. So we're just over 4,500 square feet, 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 3-car garage. As you guys know, I always like to point out where my gym would be at. And this third car right here would be a perfect gym, man. I can open that thing up, make it nice at-home gym. Plus you've got your additional 2-car here. Or if you really want to use it for your third car, you can definitely use it for that. So now this is a Toll Brothers home, correct?
It is Toll Brothers, yes.
Okay, awesome. And that's what I think most of the community here is all Toll Brothers.
This is a
in Mesa Ridge.
Complete Toll Brother in Mesa Ridge.
Awesome. So if you guys aren't familiar with Toll Brothers, if you're from another state, maybe you're watching, you're not familiar with the Toll Brothers product, it is probably one of the most desired home builders here in the Valley. Right? So, I mean, they do a really great job. They've always been known for really high quality product, great customer service. And now let's go inside and take a look. One of the things, though, I wanted to point out before we go in, you guys might notice my caffeine just kicked in. So I'm like 600 milligrams in right now. So we're going to crank through this today.
Let's move.
Yeah, I'm going to have to slow it down a little bit today because we're going to move fast, man. But I think this is like the coolest thing that I'm seeing in new homes. And this is like the Amazon lockbox, right? Or whatever package you have coming.
So this is attached to the inside of the garage.
Okay.
So anytime you guys get packages, any type of mail that comes in, if it's like little envelopes and stuff, they do have their own mailbox. Okay. But as far as like for packages, big packages, smaller packages, they can just come in, they have their code, it opens up and it attaches right to the inside of the garage. So it's pretty easy access for people, and it also helps you with the security of your property.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a great security feature. I also noticed it has a camera on here and a little light, so they can get access to that, put all their packages in there. That's really cool, man. Well, let's go inside and take a look. Awesome. First thing I'll point out is this great pivot door, which we see a lot with modern homes, obviously. And that's the other thing, too, that the one thing I think is really cool with Mesa Ridge from a lot of the other traditional Toll Brothers communities, this is really where they first started going modern with their designs.
Yes.
And so what you're going to see mostly in this community, if you're someone who likes modern design and the modern feel, this is a perfect community for you because this entire community fits that. Average price homes in here are probably ranging for what, 2.5 to 3.5 million right now?
Yeah, so right now it's a little bit weird as far as like running comps and everything like that. We did get a pre-list appraisal, which I had talked to you about prior, but there was one right down the street, like 2.2, because they're brand new. They don't have a backyard finished out yet. Some are closing at 3.275, some are closing at 2.4. So it just depends on the model. So some of the models have a different layout that are less desirable, which are going to be on the lower end of things. But this model is actually the most desirable just because of the features and how the layout is.
Yeah, walking through here, man, the floor plan's amazing, and we'll show you guys that. One of the things I wanted to point out that you just brought up regarding the appraisal. So for you guys that are watching, maybe you're thinking about selling your home and you're watching the videos, kind of get an idea of what's out there in the competition. What Austin just brought up about getting an appraisal prior to going to market is a really important thing because especially in a newer community like this, it's really hard sometimes to understand the comps because, for example, a home like this that has a completed backyard, right? You could easily be $300,000 additionally into your backyard just by adding, landscaping, spa, all those different things that you're going to see here today. Easily another $300,000.
Yeah, and then on top of that too, we do have Ascension going up right now. So with that, like the comparables and the community and like all that kind of stuff, I just had someone walk in the other day and ask the question of like, what's the difference of like here in a new community that's building up, and Ascension is a year out before you even get a lot. And then after that, you're a year out before you even build. But Ascension being the way it is and how it's growing substantially, it's going to bring this community up in value. So
most definitely.
just getting something in here that's already up and working, and you're obviously going to see value in that.
Well, and I think the thing to remind people too is that what's really important is that a lot of people love living in a finished community. So you're getting the benefit of all new homes, right? But you get to live in a new community, which is really important. But you don't have to deal with all the construction and the headaches.
Yeah, and this house is only 3 years old too, so it's been barely lived in. Like I said to you, the client kind of bought it, but then she's been out and moving, so it's pretty brand new already. So
awesome, man. Well, let's take a look around. Let's start in the office area over here. So I like what they did with this. They use it as a downstairs office. Really great. Also, because you've got these large windows. That's one thing I did notice about this house immediately when I walked in here. The super high ceilings. I think you said the one ceiling goes up to about almost 30 feet.
Yep.
You've got a lot of natural light in here because you've got tons and tons of windows all throughout, which I think is obviously a really great thing. Everybody looks for that in their modern homes. So I love this layout. You've got access to the garage here. You've got a super large closet here for storage. A powder just off of this as well. So again, super convenient if you're working from home. And I think that's a great thing. One of the things I wanted to point out, and this may seem like a small thing to people, but I do notice that they also use ecobee in here, which is the electronic thermostats that you can control from your phone. And super accurate. I'm actually starting to see a lot of people move to those versus Nest. I know I use Nest myself, but a lot of people are being recommended to move to ecobee. So I think it's a great thing. Speaking of, do you have an idea how many, everybody always asks this question, how many AC units on this house?
There is 2 separate units and they're split.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Right, let's walk through. Another thing, guys, I want to point out, so you've got the luxury vinyl plank flooring all throughout the home. This is really nice feature. This has really become very popular over the past few years because of the durability with it, especially if you have animals. Also with the moisture and dryness out here, it definitely maintains the flooring much better. Another great feature I want to point out to this home, as you walk in here, I'm going to assume this was probably an upgrade, but you've got this cool floating staircase with the concrete steps on it, which is just really cool and just obviously adds to that modern feel for the home.
So the one great thing that I love that she did was she took all the upgrades that were necessary for her to live. And this was through Toll Brothers, yes, and this was kind of the upgrades that she took, and I think she did a great job, especially with the double island, the countertops that she chose, the staircase that she chose, and the upgrades in the primary bathroom too.
Nice, man. Yeah, no, this is great. A couple of things I want to point out, and you did a really great job on this, Austin. Obviously, we talked about the appraisal. Another important thing, guys, when selling in a home, and they did such a great job here, is staging the house, right? Because I think it's such an important factor that when you're walking into a home, I mean, why do people love going to model homes, right? Because they can envision themselves living in the house. And they've done such a great job in this house. I mean, just the way that they've set it up, you can see that there's a lot of areas here for entertaining. This is an incredible home for entertaining because you've got so many different spaces, including your dining room table here in the middle. And then is that an electric or gas fireplace?
It's electric.
Electric, awesome. And then of course you've got your high ceilings here, tons of natural light coming through. And then before we head into the kitchen, let's head over this way. I thought this was a great room here. This you said is like a studio media room.
Yeah, so they do have it set up to have surround sound.
Okay.
So they made it into their media room. You know, people have came in that says like, you know, they have kids, they can make it into a playroom that's right off the living room, so they can be in here watching TV. This is perfectly set up if they do have kids and want to make it a playroom. But yeah, right now they do have it as a media center. So
that's awesome. And I could see even somebody putting like barn doors on this right or something. And closing that off, and then you've got a nice private area in there. And then of course they've got the shades installed all throughout, so you can do some drop shades in here. And it looks like they do have the surround sound already installed in here.
This one's already installed. They do have the hookups outside, it's just not installed. But
awesome.
Inside and then upstairs in the primary as well.
And is there home audio all throughout the home? Is there any type of home automation system?
There is
or anything?
not.
There's not.
Here,
okay. But they connect to the audio probably through an app or something like that. Awesome. And that's the cool thing nowadays too with a lot of the home automation and speakers and all the different low voltage stuff that they're putting in these homes is that it's not like it used to be where you had these old antiquated systems and a lot of people didn't know how to use them. Now it's like super easy. You can connect a lot of times to your apps. A lot of times, I know a lot of these homes that we're walking into now are using Sonos. And they're just connecting to Sonos apps, and it makes it much easier than trying to use one system. I've got a lot of clients that are using variable different systems. So
it makes it very easy.
So you've got great room here. Let's step into the kitchen. Guys, this is an incredible chef kitchen. If you're someone who loves cooking, I could see having a lot of fun in this house. I'm not even a fan of cooking, but I would love to cook in this kitchen. So tell me about it, Austin.
So yeah, so like I said, it does have a double island. This does have room for 8 seats. So we set it up on that side so people can actually see what it looks like if they're eating from that side. But perfect right here. You know, you can have, and like you said, entertainment space.
Yeah.
Have 8 people here. You got the dining room there. You could just cook right here, and it's pretty seamless throughout the kitchen into the living room. It does come with Sub-Zero. It does have a Sub-Zero fridge and Jenner
I like that glass
appliances.
front, man. That's cool.
Yeah. So, like he said, if you love to cook, if you love to entertain, this is the perfect house.
Yeah, and that's one thing I noticed here. You've got tons of countertop space, which is obviously a very important feature, right? So we'll just point out some of the things that people are always looking for when they're purchasing a home.
Yep.
Obviously, a magnificent kitchen, and this fits that because you've got your upgraded appliances, Jenner stovetop and oven. You've got the Jenner microwave and stuff built in, and then tons and tons of cabinetry in here.
Yes.
And then, of course, like you said, the double island, man. I mean, this is such a great setup, especially for like holidays coming up and events, because you can have your whole buffet here, and then you've still got plenty of space for dining. And then I think this is so smart when they do this with the cabinetry underneath the island. Yeah, that's awesome. And then it looks like they've got the built-in farm sink here.
They do. And they have a little mini fridge right over there that they utilize, and then you know, like perfect for any type of entertaining, like we've been saying. Yeah,
and then I like what they do here is that when they carry the countertop back up the backsplash, keeps it all tied in as one. That's awesome.
Yeah, I do like the color combos here with the white, and then you have like the darker brown with the island, and it has the darker brown with the second island as well.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
And then right down this way, you've got access to the second or the two-car garage, right?
Yep.
And then additional storage.
Additional storage right here. They do have an open space right here. This could be easily for like a wine fridge. You can do some type of bar area right here. It does have a lot of usage right there. I mean,
I could actually see this as, and I've seen them do this in a lot of homes. This is like the drop zone, right?
Yeah.
So they build a little bench. They've got some hooks up there. All the kids come in. They throw their bags and everything on there. Their coats up there. Yep. And then it's all organized.
Like a little mudroom area.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
And then right here you do have a walk-in pantry. It does lead all the way back.
Oh wow.
There is a lot of room here, so like I said, if you have kids, you have a lot of food.
This is really nice the way they got it set up. I love when they tuck away like the toasters and all that stuff behind everything, so not, everything's not sitting on the countertop.
Exactly.
I love that they did all the built-in cabinetry, and then you've got all your pull-out drawers and stuff as well, which is I find is really key. A lot of times people just do shelving, but you know, you start getting a lot of stuff on that shelf pretty soon. You're pulling a ton of things out, so it's really nice having those drawers. That's awesome. What a great upgrade here. We got to take a look at this backyard. First of all, they've got this great stackable sliding doors here that open up, so it really creates that nice indoor-outdoor feel. Again, really great for entertaining, as you can imagine. Especially if you've got a big event going on, everybody can be hanging out outside, and you've got a nice day like today. I mean, it's a perfect spot out here. Let's talk about lot size. Maybe right under a half acre on this, or
this is 0.2 acres.
0.2 acres.
Yeah, so right under a quarter acre of land. They opted out to not put a pool in. As I was telling you prior, it kind of just for the maintenance aspect of things. Zero maintenance backyard. You do have the jacuzzi over here that is built in, and then you have like I like to call it like a campfire area right there, you know, especially for right now. You got a little fireplace, you got a little chill area for you and your friends. And
the one thing I'll say about this backyard, when you just told me the size of the lot, I'm actually really surprised because the way that this is laid out, it feels much bigger.
Yes.
Yep. It looks like it kind of widens out as it goes back. The other thing I thought was really great is the way that the street curves around. I noticed coming into this. That's the other thing I wanted to point out, guys, because always an important feature. People that are looking for a home and they're always looking for the right location. This is located near the end of a cul-de-sac, and I always find, especially people who have families and kids, they like to be near the end of the cul-de-sac, so there's not cars racing up and down the street. And then you add to that, you've got plenty of room back here if you do have children or a large family, plenty of room back here for them to be able to play. But you've got this really nice large lot, and the way this road kind of angles around, it helps create a lot of privacy for your backyard. You don't have the homes stacked up right next door to you. It's because the way that they're angled here, it kind of pushes them further away, and you're getting a lot of privacy in this backyard.
Exactly, and you definitely have the buffer behind. You know, we have this wrought iron gate. And up top, you know, you have people up there, but they would have to literally look over
Stand at the gate.
Exactly. So the privacy is still very, very good here.
I've had people say that before. They're like, "Oh, well, man, what about that house up there?" And I'm like, Do you ever go stand at the back of your gate and look into your neighbor's yard?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's very rare. And if you do, that's a whole different thing we need to talk about. But also, man, I really love the upgraded iron gates here they did on the back. I mean, super heavy duty. I mean, this is much higher quality than what you see in a lot of the communities.
Yeah.
Usually you see these little poles. I mean, these things have some major bars on them to really make a nice structure.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can see it's going to be, it looks like it's even powder coated, which will probably hold up for much longer. So that's awesome.
Yep.
And then, you know, just to share with you guys, we were talking about it earlier. We were talking about the value of these backyards. I mean, it's really nowadays, it's incredible how much someone can put into the backyard as far as cost.
Yep.
And this backyard, I mean, I could see it easily being $250,000 to $300,000 between the hot tub and all the different setup you've got here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They did a really good job with landscaping, and just there is drip irrigation back here too, so it keeps the landscaping alive and well. Does have a side yard back there that kind of leads all the way down.
So you could have a nice little dog run or something.
Exactly. Especially on this side too.
And then I also noticed here they've got pre-plumbed with gas. So if you're looking to do an outdoor kitchen, you want to add a grill or something like that out here, it's already pre-plumbed for that, which is nice because that'll save you a lot of money. And then something I wanted to point out about this hot tub, because a lot of times people think like the built-in hot tubs that they do in the pools are their best option. And I had a client put one of these in and I was like, man, why didn't you just add it in with your pool? And something I didn't know is that the ones that are built in when you build a pool are limited on jets. And so usually when you see people go with the manufactured hot tub and then they set it in, it's usually because, I mean, this one looks like it's got like 90 jets in there, man. It's probably
this is one
blow
of the,
you out of the
top of the line hot tubs.
I can see that. Yeah. It'll blow you right out of the hot tub, man. Yep. That's awesome.
And it does have LED lights installed. It does have speakers underneath too. So if you want to, listen to music, have a chill time.
That thing's got some major jets in there.
Exactly.
Now I can see that you told me they're athletes, so that makes sense.
Yes.
They probably get in there for recovery, which is great.
Exactly.
Awesome, man. All right, let's take a look inside here. Again, guys, just to recap on this house, so we've got 4-bedroom. All 4 bedrooms are upstairs. It's 5-bath, 3-car garage. You're just over 4,500 square feet. And just to kind of give you an idea, price per square foot, because people usually ask that, and to show you what a great deal this house is sitting at just a little over $600 a square foot, which for Summerlin, which is where this home is located, is a really, really great deal. So
exactly, we are priced to sell.
All right, let's head upstairs, man. I love the staircase. I like that they did the thicker bars on this also, versus just your standard. A lot of times you see the wired or the cable. Talking about the layout and the floor plan here, one thing I wanted to point out is I think it's really smart. I see this done a lot more versus stacking all the bedrooms right next door to each other. They've got the primary on the far side here, so you've got tons of privacy between your secondary bedrooms up here as well.
Exactly. So we do have the laundry room right here, and as I was telling you prior, this is the other option. This would have been a much bigger, they would have X'd this bedroom right here.
Dude, I can't even imagine if this thing would have been an entire laundry room. Like, what are you going to do in there?
Exactly, So this is the laundry room. This is the secondary.
All right, so they've got this set up as an office right now.
They do.
This does have an ensuite bathroom. And then we'll walk down this way. Again, nice wide halls. I love what they did here. So they've got this nice little loft area up here. And they've utilized this as their upstairs gym. They've got their TV here, so they can sit here, ride their Peloton in the morning, watch TV. You can do some yoga in here. Really nice little setup that they've got up here.
And this is another bedroom right here, and then right behind you is another bedroom, and then we have this
nice little balcony.
Patio.
Nice, man. All right, and then you've got another secondary bedroom here. And again, they carry kind of the same theme with the finishes, the cabinets, all that upstairs here. And then you've got a really nice layout with this bedroom. Very nice. All right, let's go take a look at this primary. Hey man, the other thing I noticed in here, obviously this was probably an upgrade because you don't see typically baseboard this high in most homes. This looks like probably a 5 or 6 inch baseboard all throughout, which is a really nice upgraded feature. I think it really just gives a home a custom feel, especially.
I do agree with that.
All right, so now we're stepping into the primary. Great job on staging. You've got your fireplace here as well in the bedroom. Nice open space, TV setup, balcony here. The way they've got this, you've got your stackable doors here, so you can open all of this up and go onto the balcony.
And this does wrap around as well, so it does have an extended balcony that leads around to the area that if you want to sit outside and...
Yeah, let's take a step outside and take a look at this. Dude, this is nice.
So just for your morning coffee, you do have some mountain views on both sides. You have some on this way. And if you do look over that way, you have some mountain views as well. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you could simply, if you wanted to add privacy up here, this is something I've done on my own balcony, you can do the drop shades upstairs here, the automated ones. Exactly. So when you're outside, if you want to create some additional privacy, you can very easily do that. Yep. Or you just don't want that, you know, western sun coming in the afternoon. But that's the other thing I always like to point out, especially with the way that modern homes are designed, especially in the way this home sits, I bet you it doesn't get a lot of the western sun.
It doesn't.
It doesn't at all, huh?
No.
Yeah, because you're sitting down below the homes in front of you here. Then you've got this nice overhang that comes out over the house. So that's going to protect the sun coming over and getting that direct sunlight into the house.
You definitely don't get the brutal end of the sun, but you definitely still do get all the natural light.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, let's head inside, man. Let's see the rest of this. So we just did a feature today of spa-like bathrooms in homes, and this would have been one of the perfect ones to feature because, man, this really does feel like a spa.
Yep. Yeah, so they do have the standalone tub, soak tub right here. You do have like a double vanity that is split, so his and hers, so you're not getting in fights every single morning.
Exactly.
She's
not taking up your entire space.
Speaking of fights, we do have we do have 2 separate toilets as well. So
important as well to keep a strong marriage.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep, split by a huge shower.
Walk-in shower here.
2 different heads. It has a shower, rain shower head, and we do have one attached right there. They do have this little pop-in right here that I do personally like, so you're not having to put the soap on the bottom.
Yeah, I like that.
You can just come in. It does have 2 separate knobs as well, but right here you do have just so you can put your soap in. You get your rain shower. Then they do also have a stool right there, like just a bench. So
I like the way they've got that set up because, like you said, you can put all your stuff in there. It keeps it much more organized and tidy. And then again, you've got plenty of cabinetry space up here, the 2 toilets, and then in here you've got a nice walk-in closet. It's got little drawers and pull-outs for your sunglasses and watches. Very, very, very well organized the way they put that system together. So. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tour today with Austin and I. If you are interested in this home, Austin, give me your phone number, man.
702-335-2287. Let me know if you have any questions and if I can open the door for you. Come take a look.
Yeah, this is a great house. If you guys want to check it out, make sure you give Austin a call. One last thing, if you have not yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching this today, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.